One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the UCF Knights, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll go with a direct snap. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Wilson will throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. So we're scoreless. Their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Young. There he goes. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. Touchdown, Knights! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. I can't imagine that going any better.
What a great start for this offense. Opening drive, come out, have success. You know, most offensive coordinators script their first 5 to 10 plays. Looks like that script worked pretty well.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Dropping back, it's Overton. Throwing right. He makes the catch. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, get it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive man.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Flushed out of the pocket. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Barmore. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Overton. Quarterback now breaking the field. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical 3rd down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Gamecocks. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Uncorks one. Finds his man open. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
2. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Wilson to pass. Snagged out of the air. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got it looking for a first. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wilson will throw. On target. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Knights didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Pushes ahead. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to first and goal, but great job on first and goal. Getting a tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisville is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. They're trailing by 21 to North Carolina. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Now improvising. Rolling right and going deep. Picked off to stop the threat.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
Sends it back in motion. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jenkins. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Can't get him to the ground. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The handoff to Johnson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. The Knights in the hurry up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Wilson to pass. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. The Knights will try to punch it in on first and goal. He's got him, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UCF!
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And the point after is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Stewart. Got room at the 35. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Nice move to pick up yardage. Gets away from one. He's got space. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Power football with the run. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run with it.
Brings into the open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The play action fake. Rushes on him. Caught behind the line. It's Jacobs. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
And they're going to try this on 4th down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking for room. It's Young. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Wilson will throw. Quick completion on the out route. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Snap it to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They'll immediately call timeout. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. At the 35, he's open. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a 1st down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Knights will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 positions.
Turning it on! That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Makes the grab. It's Clark. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Overton. Extending the play. Got him downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Pulls it in. It's Clark.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Gamecocks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were a nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it pay dividends on that third down.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Absolutely perfect. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Wilson to pass. Fires to the right. With the catch, it's Young. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Johnson. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Running to the left. Fighting off the defender.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run the quarterback sneak.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Williams. Breaks the tackle. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. They're dealing with a second and long. Wilson will throw. Makes the catch. There he goes. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Knights looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Give to the back. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Knights! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Back to throw, it's Overton. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's got an open man. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The pitch. Brings him to the open. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Slings it downfield. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to pound their way in. looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Hands it off. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. The Knights in a good spot here with second and short. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Direct snap. Oh, better look out. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Got it set up on the outside. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Knights can really attack on this second and short. Finds his man. It's Jenkins. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Williams. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. The Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it to Johnson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
The Knights back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds.
Got enough space. Touchdown, UCF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. To throw, it's Overton. It's complete on the right side. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. Off the play. And downfield. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Overton. Gets it out fast. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Second down, he'll throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. Makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
From the gun. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Wilson to pass. It's complete. Makes him talk to the hand. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Knights will try to run out the clock in this final minute. They'll give it to him again. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the running back has it. At the 45, on his way. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Well, that's the best run of the day for him so far, and he's a guy that looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. He's beginning to wear on this defense a little bit. If you're on offense, you probably want to keep giving him the ball.
After run, now throw. Got it in the middle, it's Farmer. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You know, as a coach, you have to love the progression your quarterback has made. After that nightmare of a performance a week ago, throwing 3 picks, he was able to put it behind him. He looks like a totally different player this week.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Here's the pressure. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
The Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. It's complete to the right. Shakes off the defender. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Knights are in the hurry-up. I'd advise just throwing this one away. He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the